Thank you. Please, if you're going to have conversations and you don't want to stay for this work session, please step outside, please, for us. All right, as we continue the work session agenda tonight, on our agenda is the advertising issues.
Thank you, Mr. President. We do have that one item. I would like to call attention to the handout that's at your seats here for the board members and ask that Christine Liberowski approach the podium and do a presentation regarding advertising.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And I think Maddie's passing out some packets if you did not get them. I don't think I've ever been on this side of the podium. It's really weird.
You need to write your name there.
In September, you graciously approved a policy to allow advertising in the North Penn School District on our properties and in specific school district publications. In November, the school board approved the restructuring of the Office of School and Community Engagement to allow for a staffing position to devote about half of her time on advertising. Since then, focus groups were held to gather stakeholder input about advertising. Since that time, these focus groups were held to talk about subjects such as what the ads should say, where they should be in our schools, what publications they should be in, sponsorship opportunities of our events, and pricing. In order to get started on advertising, we really need to shore up what the pricing is. Today in front of you, you have some proposed rates. They're based on many factors, including industry standard, what other school districts charge, the location of the ads, how many people will see the ads, and of course the stakeholder feedback that we obtained. You'll also find some advertising and sponsorship packages that we have developed. As you can see, we really need to move on this as there's some timely opportunities we don't want to miss. And what we need to do, we need to move forward on these pricing, let us know what you think about them, if they need to be further developed, and how we will go through with the approval process. I don't know if you want me to take you through this, if you've had time to look at them.
You don't have to do that. Can we, does anybody want to ask questions first? Christine, want to have it?
Have we done any little tests?
Turn your mic on.
I'm sorry. Any little testing just to see what the reaction of the public is and, how many folks might be interested in doing it?
In actually advertising, we did a couple of things. I guess back last spring, we had a community forum where we had people kind of giving their opinion on what they felt about it. And generally, there were some people who had some concerns. They wanted to make sure that it was tasteful. They wanted to make sure that we had guidelines, which is what you approved in September. But there was an interest from our community to do it. As for the businesses, we did hold, one of the focus groups was with business members, community organizations, and so forth, and they did show great interest in it. On varying degrees, and they gave input on what to them would benefit them in advertising. They specifically said, we don't want to go to the students, we want to go to your parents, we want to go to your community members. They're the people who we want to sell to. We want to make sure that, we impact the school district and we also get benefit out of it as well.
Okay, can I just...
Sure, Joe.
Yeah.
Mr. Sullivan.
Who's actually selling the advertising?
Ms. Crew?
Okay,
Right.
so we're not
Aaron
having
is-
students...
Aaron's in charge.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
No, it's our desire that all advertising will go through our department. Even if we get any leads, it will be Aaron or myself would be the contact person for that.
Okay, because I remember the day where I had to go door to door with chocolate bars to try to sell them things. And I didn't want that.
That's what you gotta do. We all have an obligation to sell $20,000 worth of
Advertising, yeah.
I thought you were going to say yearbook.
Yeah. Okay, so as long as that's okay, we're good.
Any other comments this way? All right, Christine, would you keep us informed as you start to get interest in some of these things and packaging and other things? And I noticed on the valedictorian package, they're the only North Penn High School graduation sponsor. Can you add a line in there that one of the board officers would come to a party and dance for the $20,000?
Do they get to pick, or?
Choice.
It's even better, Christine, because we typically have, 8 to 12 valedictorian?
Yeah.
So I think we can get 8 to 12 of these packages.
I think so too. And 8 to 9 of our board members to dance then too.
That's a lot.
To dance.
For $20,000, it'll help a lot of programs, so that's a lot of money. I would like to thank you for your efforts on this. I know that this was a long time in the making, and I know that you put a lot of effort into this and hoping to try to quantify this. And I think it's going to be very positive for us in the long term as an alternative revenue source, but also just as a way for the community to participate even further in our schools and opportunity. And I congratulate Aaron on taking on this responsibility. And I'm sure it wasn't delegated in a meeting. You just came in and found out it was listed on your job description. It's a good thing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a very successful package. And please keep us informed. And if you want to do it in a monthly email to us as a board, or if you want to come back at some point after we started to sell some ads and brief everybody in the public, that would be wonderful too.
That would be great. The more we talk about it, the more people know about it, the more we'll sell ads. So.
And Kurt, actually, are you going to approve every ad, or have you
That's part of the
delegated that
policy.
to?
We have the administration.
Yeah, we're
approve
working
it.
together on that.
Yeah.
All right. Any other input from Christina tonight?
Thank you for your
All
support.
right. Motion to adjourn the work session. Thank you.